So, hi Vaishnavi, first of all, thank you so much for taking out time for this particular review, and congrats for getting into one of the best schools for MIM, that is ESSEC. So we'll just quickly start with a small introduction about yourself. So if you can just introduce yourself to our audience.
So, hi, and thank you for the congratulations. I am an architect. I graduated in 2019 from Kamala Raheja, Mumbai. Then, in that, my internship was in Bangladesh. Then, I had also represented my university at various exchange programs. I think that added a lot of value to my application. And then, post that, I was also working for 7 months. And also I was a part of a fellowship where I was working for Parliament, and so basically I'm an architect, and all these various experiences sort of added to the diversity factor that these colleges are actually looking for. And moreover, like a decent GMAT score definitely helped, because I also received a scholarship for 20 lakhs from ESSEC. So
Okay.
that sort of made the so that's where MIM actually helped, I think, because it like
Mhm.
my consultant Atrey, she helped in putting together a very coherent story of like where I come from, my beliefs and my experiences, and why MIM would be the answer for me.
Exactly. Like sounds pretty good over here. I would say very strong profile, and congrats again that you've gotten a scholarship as well, and that too of like 20 lakhs. That would actually help a lot. So starting with the first question over here, how was your experience with MIMSA?
So it was pretty good. I mean, like it helped a lot because I thought initially when I started with, I thought it would be like I would tell her what I think of myself, and then, or like what I think of my experiences, and she would write it down. But it wasn't like that. I had to give all my drafts to her, and then she would edit it out and make it more. More, the language was richer as compared to like what I had written. But what was nice was that she stuck to the story that I was trying to tell, and didn't like sugarcoat it as much, because I
Mm-hmm.
wanted that to be like, because I mean it should sound like me eventually, like the panel should know that it's coming from me. So in that it helped. And yeah, so the way she edited was really amazing. I mean, my essays completely changed.
That sounds good. So that is what actually differentiates us from other consultancies out there. We can definitely write it for you, but that is something where like it would not be personalized. So that is
Yeah.
why I avoiding it so that it could present your story, because at the end of the day you know your story the best, right? But we can
Yeah.
help you to frame it in the best manner possible. Pretty good over here. But yeah, moving forward to the next question. So how did we add value to your application?
I mean, again, Atri actually helped a lot in improvising whatever I had written, and she actually told me like to avoid, because I had mentioned like initially when I had started writing, I had mentioned my failures as well. But then she pointed it out as, I mean, you can't mention failures just as failures. I mean, you have to sort of make sure that how it's adding value to your profile, and like how it is building towards like a better or like a successful version of you. So in that it helped. Like she helped me identify my strengths in a much better way, compared to like what I would have done had I done it on my own.
Great, sounds good. And what did you like? Like, what did you like best about our services?
That I mean, she followed all the timeline, and she sort of helped me in understanding like by when should I finish my essays, by when should I get my LORs in place, or like what would be the appropriate score for this school, or so in that she helped, because I mean I was new to all of this. And I mean, I sort of needed a little help because I don't have any seniors pursuing this specialization or this master, since I come from architecture as my undergrad. So that helped. I mean, she sort of put it all together.
Okay. So basically, you're like basically trying to say that the consultant was pretty knowledge and informed about the
Yeah,
things
because
that
she herself is from ESSEC, like, so
yeah
that's why
she.
that helped. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And the last question over here is that what suggestion would you give for for the people who are wondering if they should like try our services or not?
So I mean, if you I mean, definitely, if you want like your application to be more coherent in like, I mean, everyone has their own thoughts and everything, but like, it's necessary that the panel sees it all put together in a nice way so that the story is more convincing, your strengths stand out, and even like the experiences that you can bring in stand out in the best possible manner. And I think sometimes, I mean, that helps when you have like an outsider perspective as well, not just like you all in your head writing what you're trying to say. I mean, so I would definitely recommend MIM to my friends who want to pursue masters in management, because it helped me. Because I think it helped me get in the scholarship as well, because I applied in round 3, and I don't think generally people get scholarships in round 3. And even if they get, Adri told they don't get as much as I got. So I mean, that worked out pretty well. So
Sounds good. And again, we are like, thank you for kind words, but we are actually very happy that we were able to help you to our level best. And thank you again for like taking out this time for this particular review. It actually means a lot. And again, like if you have any other questions anytime, then always feel free to drop us a WhatsApp message on this number and we'll get back to you as early as possible.